Hello, this is the Magnum924 here. And this is a battle against a guy by the name of Spearow that I found, I believe, on the Pokemon Wi-Fi chat. That sounds right. Oh yeah, let's get started. So I start off my Skarmory, and he starts off with an Azelf. Now I was thinking he's probably not going to use Fire Blast in the first turn. He wants to get off his Stealth Rocks. So I thought I'd take this turn to go ahead and set up some spikes. And that's what I do. Now this turn, I was expecting him to use some, like, fire move, like Fire Blast or Flamethrower. So I switched into Gardevoir, and he uses Psychic, which I really don't know why he used that. I guess it was thinking I might switch into something that could resist fire, and Psychic is just a good move to use on a switch, I guess. So he switches out, and I use Calm Mind. I think I use Calm Mind. That or Shadow Ball. I use Shadow Ball. I was kind of hoping for a special defense drop here, but of course I don't get it. Now I use Calm Mind after leftovers and stuff. No, I switch out. I switch out into Skarmory because most Umbreon, their only attacking moves are like Sucker Punch and Payback. This one is both. But I get confused, which isn't really that big of a deal. I mean, you know, it'll wear off eventually, and I have leftovers, so it shouldn't do all that much. So since I am a Steel type, he can't synchronize the Toxic over to me. So I just tried to go for that, but I hurt myself Confusion once. That might be the only time that happens. I might get confused one other time. Those curses, generally I would be scared of them if I didn't resist his attacks. But since I do, not really that big of a deal. Okay, so I snap out now, and I decided to go for another layer of spikes. I guess since I wasn't threatened by the Umbreon at all, I thought it would be safe to go ahead and set up another layer. And I believe I go for a third layer. Because this thing might try to use Sucker Punch, which I know some of them use. Or do I just go for I go for a third layer of spikes. And I think he just goes for another curse. Okay, so this turn, I do go for a Toxic. Right. I think I do. Yeah, I do. So now that thing's Toxic, and it's always good getting Umbreon Toxic. He's confused right again. This isn't really that big of a deal. I can't really do anything to him now, considering both of my moves are physical. I'll just have to try to Toxic Stall him. So, I heard myself Confusion again. And he goes for a Payback? Yeah, which does hardly anything, even with the +4. I think he has +4. Or 3 or something. Now, I believe I might snap out this turn. Okay, so confused. And I use Fly. He goes for a Curse, which I believe is +4? No, +5. Yeah, this is his 5th one. Well, I might be wrong, but it's at least 4. And I know this Fly won't do hardly anything at all because of the +4 or 5 defense. But Fly, I like the move because it's good for Toxic Stalling, because you pretty much get one free turn to deal toxic damage to them. I mean, yes, you are sitting duck when you come down, but it's not really that big of a deal because you stall out one turn. those paybacks are doing a little bit more than I thought they would. But that was because I hit him that turn, but, you know, gives me 100, 100 base damage. Now, Toxic is starting to really rack up, so I decided to go for Stealing this turn. See how much it'll do. It didn't do hardly anything. Which I wasn't really surprised about. Okay. So now Toxic, I don't think kills him this turn. Yeah, it doesn't. I just go for a Fly now. And so basically whatever comes in this turn, after he is dead from Toxic, I'll just come down with a Fly unless Toxic doesn't kill him. If Toxic kills him, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I don't remember what he comes in. Azelf, yes. And if he had a Focus Sash, I break it this turn with the Fly. After he sets up a light screen, which I completely forgot about later in the match. But it's not really that big of a deal. Now I decided to switch out into Gardevoir again. But I believe he just blows up. No, he just used Psychic. Okay. Now here I go for a Calm Mind, and he switches, and I just go for a Calm Mind, and I see sends in Vaporeon. And after one Calm Mind, his Surfs aren't going to do all that much, but I believe I just decided to play it safe and go +3, or at least +2, before I start attacking. Yeah, it would have at least 2. And he's his Surf, and I have 165. It does, like 54 damage. So that's not really that much with +2. I think I go for one. Okay, I go for a Psychic, thinking he might switch, predicting a Thunderbolt. But he didn't. And I completely had forgotten about Light Screen until it went down right there, so that's why that Psychic didn't do that much even after a +2. But he sets up an Aqua Ring, so I decided to go for another Calm Mind, I think. Do I? Yeah, I do. And now his Surfs will do pretty much nothing. I don't think he gets critical hit. Yeah, he doesn't. It only does 45 damage. And now, I believe I'm Calm Mind up enough so that I'm pretty sure I can kill him with a Thunderbolt. So, wait, do I set up one more? Okay, go for a Thunderbolt this turn. And I don't remember what happens here. I think it defeats it. Yeah, it does. Which is lucky on my part. And the Vaporeon wouldn't really do all that much to my team, considering I do have a Shift Tree. I almost had Ice Beam, but, you know. Now he sends out Azelf again. And here he explodes. Which I didn't even think about at all. I probably should have gone to Dusknoir anyway, just in case. But I wasn't thinking about the explosion. But now hold on, what do I go into? Go into Lucario. Yeah. And I decided to switch back and go into Skarmory because actually I'm not entirely sure why I switched. I guess it's because you know, his moves don't really do that much to me, but actually it was a really good thing considering he accidentally brought one that, no, he didn't accidentally, yeah, he has Mind Reader Sheer Cold on this original. I know it is banned, but he didn't actually know that. He hasn't really been playing for that long. So, and it didn't really matter. My Skarmory would have eventually, well, yeah, I think, it, I want to say it didn't matter that he brought it, but, you know, it didn't work, so I won't really, you know, hold it against him. So now, I think I switch out and go back to Lucario. At least I should have. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I really should have. The Skarmory goes down, and poison damage is really starting to rack up. So, I believe I decide to switch and go into Lucario now? No, I go into him. And I get a plus attack, but, you know, that's... A plus attack wouldn't have really helped me anyway. I use Tri Attack and take him out. Now, next, I believe he switches into, Alakazam. I think I'd go for another Tri Attack here. And he was actually surprised I outsped, but I do have a plus speed nature, and I did give him a lot of speed, or EV Trainman speed a lot. And I almost take him out with that Tri Attack. And he put a Reflect, which I don't really know why he did that. I guess he was thinking he'd be faster and I couldn't kill him this turn. He just wanted to set up something. So his last Pokemon is Breloom, which after Spike damage I can pretty easily take out with a Psychic. That was a really good game. Spearow. Yeah, this is pretty sure this is Spearow. I had like 3 battles yesterday, so I'll try to upload at least 2 of them. So yeah. So a lot of information has been released about Black and White 2 on past week. Plus, it actually released last Friday or Saturday. Yeah. So question of the day: how do you think, or well, let me try to rephrase this. Are you excited about Black and White 2? Like, if you've been reading about it, like, what surprises you? What is the most strangest thing about it? What excites you the most? Probably the strangest thing I've heard from it is the Striaton City. There's, in that little garden area next to it, it's basically all filled with Stunfisk. I find really funny. And also Route 4, it switches between the 2 games. Like, I don't really know how, but that's all it said. Yeah, so, leave your comment, rate, comment, subscribe. Bye.